not sure how the sound is going to be because I'm on the highway. But good morning. Good morning. It's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. First and foremost, giving honor to God for waking us up this morning, blessing us and giving us another day to be better today than we were yesterday. I feel sorry for a lot of people that don't believe in God. Like, I feel so bad. I feel more sorry for people that talk bad about a God that they don't believe in, or make fun of people that do believe in God. There are people out there that make fun of people that believe in God, or they make fun of their religions and things like that. People think they're getting away with a lot just because we have freedom of speech and, you know, we're here on this earth, but people are really not concerned with the afterlife. But the gag is that while you're here on earth, the things that you speak actually come into fruition, and you manifest in a particular destiny that you often might not be, well, I know for a fact you won't be prepared for it. So people got to watch what they say. People got to watch playing with God, because it's real out here. Spiritual warfare is real out here. People that get on here and do these jokes. Let me tell you something. Speaking of jokes and people that aren't funny, somebody left a comment when I was talking about Shxtsngigs podcast, and they're like, lighten up, chill out, it's just jokes. They're not jokes. You know why they're not jokes? Because none of it's funny. Hey, Ashley Barber, how you doing? How is your day? Happy Friday. But somebody came in my comments and said they're just jokes. Chill out. First of all, don't tell me to chill. One thing you never tell a person that is upset about something to do is to chill. That is the best way to get cussed out, okay? But secondly, they're not jokes. Number one, Andrew Schultz or Shxtsngigs are not funny. None of them are funny. Why do you think Andrew Schultz has to wear that costume? See, and then it wants to disconnect when I start talking about the Russians or Andrew Schultz, who's popular. Thank you, credit. But we're so cooked, we're so shallow that we're willing to listen to somebody and give them our views, give them our money, our time, our attention, our resources, because they got tattoos on their face, or they got red wigs on, or they got piercings all over the place, because they have no personality. So they have to wear these costumes in order to get the attention of people. And because we're so shallow and we're lazy and we don't want to take the time to critically think, everything that comes out of their mouth is engaging and entertaining. And that's BS. We are dealing with real spiritual warfare. And the devil is embedded in a lot of these people online. He's using them to poison the rest of society. Blessings, open-minded. God bless you. Dusty Do, what it do? Thank you. Hey, Alonzo, what up, Zoe? Good morning. Don't let people get to you. Open-minded. I watched your video where you, not your video, but your talk that you did about that person that was getting at you. And I really appreciate the way you came at them, because you didn't go below the belt. You only stated about yourself. And that is something I appreciate. You know, we don't have to go below the belt for other people in order to prove our point and to show that we are above them, you know? So shout out to you for that, you know, because people are going to test you. Like I said, there's demons in everybody here for a purpose, just to throw the people that are trying to do good off their kilter, but it ain't gonna work, especially when you got God on your side. But anyways, back to Andrew Schultz. Some people may think, well, why would you go after the brothers instead of Andrew Schultz when he was the host of that show? Because I expect it from Andrew Schultz. That's the problem. I expect to hear stuff like that from Andrew Schultz. His stuff is not funny, y'all. And they sat up there as black men and laughed at his jokes that were talking about people that look just like them. That's weak-minded. Very weak-minded. And it pissed me off, and I'm still pissed. I'm very irritated. Because I expect that from somebody that looks like Andrew Schultz, but not from somebody that looks like me. So I'm going after the people that look like me, that do treasonous activities like that. The devil has many faces, but the righteous one has one. That's right. We don't have to pretend. We don't have to be something that we're not. All we have to do is be us. And our light will shine everywhere we go and in everything that we do. And we're smart and conscious and spiritually grounded enough to know that even when something don't work out, that is for the betterment of us. It just wasn't our time. You know? But there's all these fake and fraudsters out here that get on my nerves. And shout out to Shxtsngigs. She was talking about these podcasters, you know, and, you know, you give a person, you know, a microphone and a chair, and they think that they could just say whatever they want, and people actually go to these things and support them. That's the crazy part. Why are we supporting these people? And they're not funny. You're not learning anything. They're not engaging. They're just repeating rhetoric from other people. But then they take it to a whole nother level because they need the money. People will sell their souls for a couple of dollars. Ace the OG was talking about that. What are you willing to do for money? Money is not the end all be all. And I'm not just saying that because I don't have a lot. I'm saying that because it's the truth. When you really, really develop a spiritual relationship with the Most High, it will change your mind about a lot of things. And a lot of things will not be as important as they seem to have been before. The fruits of the Spirit, character, that's what's important. And that's what I look for in other people. Their character, not how much money they got, not what they driving. That means nothing. How do you treat people? How do you treat yourself? That's what matters, you know? And we got to stop giving our money and our time and our resources to people that don't matter, especially outsiders that capitalize on our likeness, using us for content because they don't have nothing else to talk about. Ain't that something? They don't have nothing else to talk about but us. But you hate us that much. That's very interesting. Very interesting. Goruku, yeah, she is. She is our God to some, but not all. Not all of us rock with her. But enough of us do in order to make a difference in her life to where she's rich. She just made a lipstick line or a lip gloss line titled gonorrhea and STD names. Come on now. What are we doing here? What are we doing? I actually gave them a tip today. I said I go there enough. They always ask me for a tip, which is stupid, but let me put $1 on it today because you was extra nice today. Cat Williams said it very well. Yeah, he did. He kept it real. You know, I didn't laugh during that interview either. And I watched most of it. Did I learn some things? Maybe, but not really. All he did was sit up there and gossip about other niggas for 3 hours. Please. Ain't nothing righteous about that. Ain't nothing educational about that. You know? These people getting exposed. P. Diddy, did he do it? Da, 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 da. Okay. And what? That doesn't change the path in my life at all. Me engaging in Diddy stuff, that does nothing for me. Period. Just saying. I could care less about people talking about other people. It does nothing for me. Alonzo said they should know better. However, they're different from us culturally. Therefore, I would use my grandma's old adage, we must inspect what we expect. That's right. Yep. Inspect what you expect. Facts. Grandma was a real one. And yeah, their culture is different, but they're still not an excuse for me. Me personally, it's not an excuse. Because what are they doing now? First of all, Andrew Schultz. Andrew Schultz put them on blast after they apologized. He went on to say they have the opportunity to take anything out of that. There were certain things that they did remove, but that they did not. He's sitting up there laughing at them because they're cowering instead of keeping it real and standing their ground, standing on business, as some of y'all would say. Instead of standing on business, they cowered and came back and tried to placate the community. It didn't work. And he said, "Oh, okay. So you saying I made you feel uncomfortable? I'll show you." And then he went on there and just discredited everything about them in that interview. He's laughing at you. Clowns. And what was their response too? They went back and has deleted over 100 videos because they're like, whoo, they thought that was bad. Some of the shit we said last year would really get them in their pennies in a bunch. Let's go back and delete those. So they had to delete 100 videos of other stuff that they said that was 10 times worse. Because they're feeling the heat. They're willing to lose money from those other videos because what they said was just that grotesque. Fazur, what's up? Oh, you like that shirt? It says, I'm not for, and I ain't for everybody. I am a very polarizing individual, I'm learning. Either you love me or you hate me. There's really no in between. But guess what? I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that because I have God. Somebody came on here and said that they don't have many female friends, you know, and that could be very lonely. Sometimes I'll be out eating by myself and I'll see a group of women. I'm like, dang, I wish I had that, you know. But at the end of the day, my relationship with God has given me the strength to be okay with just being by myself. There's nothing wrong with it. If you have a void in your life, if you're missing something in your life, you have to trust in Him to fill it for you. You have to. Otherwise, you'll be in the company of people that you don't even like just for the sake of being there. I'm from San Diego, California, but I live in Virginia. We got early voting registry happening in Virginia, North Dakota, and another state. And I want to take advantage of that, but I haven't done enough research for all of the candidates that are running. Because when you go in and vote, or at least this is how it was when I voted in Cali in 2008. Not just the president's on there, but you have all your local officials. And so last time I voted, I was looking for the most ethnic name. All of the black people that sound like they got a black name or that was Democrat, I was just bubbling them in. But this time I'm gonna actually take my time, do research on who's running in my local area. And then I'm gonna vote based on that. I'm gonna make a critical decision versus just voting based on race or nationality. Is this yeah, I gotta stop. That's another thing, how I talked about God filling voids. I have an addiction to nicotine, right? So I've been smoking cigarettes for over 20 years. And in the last 6 months, I started vaping, right? But I need to quit it completely because it's not good for me, right? It's harming my body. I'm not treating my body as a temple. And so I have to find something else to fill that void, because right now, honestly, besides cursing, this is my only vice, right? So I feel like because this is my only vice, I deserve to have this, but that's not true. It's not true. So I have to start trusting in God, as I earlier stated, to fill whatever void it is that I need this to fulfill. I have to trust in Him that He's going to take that desire away from me and fill my heart and my soul with something else. It is so hard to do. It is so hard to do. But I know it's possible, because I know people out here that don't drink, don't smoke, don't have sex, are living righteous for God, and my cousin is one of them. So if he do it, I know that I surely can do it. You know, I'm Haruto, watching you all the way from Japan. Hey, what up? I like Japan. I was only able to stop in Japan for like 2 nights in the Tokyo area, but I was on base and the airport, so that doesn't really count to me. But everybody I know that's been there and lived there or visited, they absolutely loved it. I know smoking is horrible. That's right. I have to love myself, because this right here is not showing that I love myself, right? So I have to just act and not talk. I got to be about it, not just talk about it, you know? But I just wanted to come on here real quick and just respond to that person that said it's just jokes. You know, there's a huge difference between constructive criticism and hate. Not a huge difference. There's a thin line, rather. There's a thin line between giving criticism and having a conversation and talking about something that is wrong or bad or looks bad, right? And just straight up hate for a person. You can easily cross that line real fast, especially when you see the views and the money coming in. It's like, ooh, if I go in just a little bit more next time, and then next thing you know, you're completely shitting on that demographic. It's so easy to get there because that's what the algorithm does. It feeds the toxicity. So they're just doing what they have to do to make money. And then eventually you keep speaking something, manifesting it, you're eventually going to feel that way internally. That's why it's very important that we speak truth to power. We don't just speak bull. We got to speak truth to power. That's just like birds of a feather flock together. You hang out with a certain person enough, you're going to start to adopt their ways. Assalamu alaikum. I would assume that you attend Juma today, inshallah. Fazul, where did Fazul say he was at? Oh, he's from Bangladesh. Okay. Respect. So yeah. It's a thin line between constructive criticism and hate. And that's the thing. I wouldn't have a problem with these people from that demographic, though, like Haitians, Jamaicans, Bahamians, Africans, all of these people that come online and they talk about the black culture and things that they see and live stream off of it and react to it. If the criticism was constructive and if it was said in love, I would have no problem with it, because there are some out there that speak from the heart and actually love the entire diaspora. And so sometimes their criticism is based and rooted in love and just with constructive criticism. But when it comes to a point where you just downright hateful and now you're just making fun of, and then you have the audacity to go on a white platform with a person that clearly hates black women, and you allow them to get away with things, and then not only that, pull you in to where you're co-signing and then actually saying the same thing, there's a difference. Exactly. They not like us. That's my whole point. They're not like us. They're not like us. But they look like us, and they want to be us. So much so that they'll do anything to get a green card to be over here. But then you want to talk bad about us. Get out of here with that. But that doesn't absolve you. That does not absolve you of your responsibility to the people in the diaspora. Sorry. No, you don't look like me. No, you not like me. No, we have different cultures. We have different mindsets. Your mama taught you to don't mess with black, fine. But when you become a man, when you grow up and you see life for what it is, and you take a person based on their character and not by what they look like, that's being an adult. That's using your critical brain. That's respectful, because what they did was straight up treasonous. And I don't like it. So I don't blame Andrew Schultz for capitalizing on that. I don't blame him. And I don't have a problem with him, because he's going to do what he's supposed to do, because guess what? I expect that from him. But those brothers, no. That's why it hurt. That's why it hurt. They actually only have mainstream media. Okay. I don't see black or white. I see the blood is red. Yeah, that's what's up, Fazor. We should be looking at a person's character, what they say, what they talk about, how are they, how they treat people. Not based on their race or their religion. That's what I try to do. I used to not be like that. I grew up a particular way. A real black power type of way. Where you don't trust X, Y, and Z ever. So, but as I get older, I'm learning to see that I can't even trust this. That's the disheartening part. That's what hurts. I don't care what other people do because I expect that of them. But when you look like me, it's hurtful. And I refuse to continue to support it. I'm not going to support it. You know, I used to engage in some of that stuff. Thought it was funny. I ain't gonna lie. But then it got to a point where it's like, damn. Y'all really hate us. It's a cold game. Anyways, it's Friday. What video are you talking about, Mo? I want to check it out. I just did a video about Shxtsngigs podcast. You know, these treasonous brothers from the UK that like to talk bad about black women. Them. We are a cultural superpower. Facts. Facts. All day. You can't watch a TV show. You can't go out of the country. And I'm proof of this because I've traveled. You can't go anywhere without seeing the influence of the American black culture. Period. Period. Fazura, I don't work. That's why I got time to be on here at 10 in the morning. I ain't got a job. This is my job. Calling out these fraudsters. These fake people that are supposed to be the standard of loving yourself. Because we are a superpower, a super culture. Life started in the motherland, Africa. That's why they call it the motherland, because that's where it started. Yeah. Some have admiration and respect, some do. Others have a jealousy and a disdain. It mattered to be in the fire. Right. That is a nice job. Drinking Starbucks and vaping and going off online, which I'm not trying to go off. I'm just really trying to get some things off my chest and express the fact that the jokes are not jokes if nobody is laughing. If the people you're talking about don't laugh at it, because I could laugh at myself all day. You know, when I was younger, I used to have a gap, right? You see this gap here? This gap used to be as big as this finger. It got like this big, right? And my brother used to tease me, boy. Oh, he teased me like hell, right? And then everybody used to tease me. People used to dare me to, you know, spit stuff through it. Just stuff like that, right? Like, I got teased bad, okay? But my mom, God bless her soul, she used to always make me feel good about my gap. So when my mom was into some bullshit one time and she cracked one of her front teeth and she had to get it fixed. She didn't have a gap. She told them to make her have a gap. So she had a gap like me, but of course it wasn't, her gap was like this. It wasn't big like the one I had. And that's how a lot of people knew too that I was from a particular tribe in Africa, because a lot of them had that big gap like that, right? But anyways, about 5 or 6 years ago, I got it fixed to where I closed the gap in. I didn't all the way shut it. I just had it filled in. So this is filler on the ends of my teeth or whatever. But when people would joke about that, it was funny. It was funny. So I know how to laugh at myself when it's funny. But if it ain't funny, I'm not gonna laugh. And that's another thing too. These guys said they were so intimidated by Andrew Schultz and how he was coming at them, that they laugh because they didn't know what else to do. I don't laugh at stuff that ain't funny. I can't do that. I can't spare your feelings that much. I can't throw my people under the bus that much to where I'm willing to laugh at a joke that is detrimental to a young black woman that might see that. I would never. Life started on all four corners of the earth. Amen, James. As long as God is supporting your needs, supplying your needs, keep doing the will of God. That's right. I have to. You can put a straw in this gap. Yeah. They would have me do all kinds, and sometimes I would do it because whatever, you know, but man. The sister and I work in the same place, U.S. veterans with benefits. Who are you talking about? Oh, yeah, me and Zoe. Yeah, we work at the same place. We got the same job. It's a positive sign. That's what they say. Yeah, it's a positive sign, y'all. The humidity has got my hair. It was so cute and slicked back earlier. Now it's just a hot mess, but that's okay. I'm outside getting business done. I'm going to get my my tag fixed. Not my tag, but they put this on my car, y'all, for my state inspection. And I totally forgot it because I took the sticker off. I was like, I'm not about to be riding around with this in my window. What I look like? Stupid? Nope. So I took it out, and then I totally forgot to take care of getting it redone. Your people live under a bus. Who are you talking about? Now, Goruku, I let you pass with that first one talking about Sexy Red is our God, because not everybody is like that, y'all. First of all, you got to stop generalizing this. But a lot of us do. A lot of us live under rocks. And we only engage in things that make us feel good rather than the things that make us uncomfortable. But it's Friday. I'm going to get to business. I got some good things coming up for myself, praise God. And I know that God has blessed me with this opportunity only because I didn't give in to temptation. I wanted to go in. I wanted to go below the belt, but I didn't. God saw that. And for that, he has blessed me. That's how I know he's real. And that's how I know that when my God conscience speaks to me and I obey, things always fall in line. Every single time. It never fails. But you have to try it to believe it. I could tell you all day all the testimonies and all the things that God has saved me from, because I actually had faith that he would turn it around. And I could tell you that all day, but you'll never really believe it until it actually happens to you. So I just challenge everybody to try God. FBA men here in America will jump over everybody to get to that woman. That's what's up, Zoe. You're so sweet. Yeah, I'll be trying, y'all. I'll be trying. I gotta cut this. I know one thing, that the type of man that I want does not approve of this. That's for sure. I have missed out on a lot of opportunities to meet really great men, or at least to continue engaging with a lot of men, because I lit up a cigarette. Black men do not like women that smoke. I'm telling you, they do not, you know? So when I got with my last, my child's father, he doesn't smoke, doesn't drink. Well, he drinks, so he's a lush. Doesn't smoke, doesn't curse, very smart, very intelligent. The fact that he was okay with me smoking, I used to think to myself, what's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Why are you okay with this? And he never ever pressured me. You know, anytime I said something about me smoking, he would say, yeah, one day you'll stop when you're ready. But he never pressured me. That was one thing I can say about my child's father. He was a very patient man, very patient, very giving, sweet, you know. And it's unfortunate the way that things turned out between us, because I would have never saw it coming. Would have never saw it coming. You got to email me, Zoe. I told you my email, Mo Perspective with no E at the end, Mo Perspective, MOPERSPECTIV @gmail.com. And I checked my Mo Perspective Gmail probably about 4 days ago. I didn't see nothing from you. But I think I looked up the War Department and I didn't see it. Maybe I'm looking it up wrong. God is behind you. Who is behind you? God is behind you. God is behind me, in front of me, on top, below. He's within me. That's where God resides. He's here. And I know that. And that makes a difference in my walk of life every single day. He's so good to me and my son. Oh, he's so good to me and my son. God knows what I need. He really do. Because when that person was taken out of our lives suddenly like that, God filled that void. You know? Do I wish things were different? Absolutely. I really do. Are there things that I wish I could have done differently to avoid it happening? Absolutely. But at the same time, I know what I deserve. I know what my son deserves, you know? And I have to put me first, you know? I can't be fake. I can't be fake. I have to be honest. When you know, you know. So the War, do I just type in War Department? Is it War Department of the government? War Department of Defense? Just War Department? Is it on a government website? But you gotta email me the website and tell me what it is that your sons do or one of your sons does for the War Department. Sounds interesting. Sounds very interesting. I do want a job. I survive day to day, month to month and everything, you know, with what I got. Thank God. But it would be nice to have more. It would be so nice to have more. So that's what I'm working on. That's what I'm working on. And God is going to provide. He already is. I mean, I can't even express. Y'all just you have no idea. No idea. Yeah. But anyways, y'all, I got to get out of here so I can be productive for the rest of the day. I will talk to you later. Frank Brown, I'm waiting for you to drop another video. Zoe, thank you for being here. Fazur, Ashley Barber earlier, Garoku, James White. Who else came on here? Everybody, I appreciate y'all. Anybody that's going to tap in the future. Have a great and blessed, beautiful day and have a safe weekend. Peace out.